Hello, hello, hello. Hey, for all the mods that are modded that don't want to be modded, obviously, majority of those don't would not want to be. Um, I will remove you after this. I don't really know how to do it on StreamYard, so I gotta get a little bit. Um, hopefully I'm not breaking up totally, and I don't need to switch to my phone. Um, if I good you and forgive it was grocery day, so you can see that the back of my refrigerator. Many of y'all have an insane amount of do you see up there all the lunch boxes up there? That's insane. Robotic. I was afraid of that. All right, I'm gonna switch to my phone. Um, it I might be robotic. Voices. I'll address that. 1 second. How do let me to my phone? I'm friends with everybody. Um, all right, you're about to see two of me. Let me tell you, this is technology advanced. All right, coming. I'm going to remove me here. Hey, y'all, hold on. I'm coming. All right. How am I echoing? Okay. Why am I echoing? Is that better? Okay. I don't know how to get rid of this echo, so I'm going to go out and come back in. Okay, can you still hear me? Give me a 1 if you can hear me. Yes, perfect. All right, man, I've got some technological issues with StreamYard. Um, thank you guys. Thanks for all joining me. If you hear a child, I do have one child home. So if you hear a child, I apologize. Shh, he's yelling at YouTube right now. You're gonna be moving with me because I have a really I don't know about anybody else, but I have a really hard time sitting still a lot for a long period of time. So what better way to be on YouTube than to move a little bit? Thanks to for Lana and all of her mods in here. Thank you so much. And again, you heard a child. Yes, he's my youngest, and he's fighting with. Did they eat today? But okay, Boston. I'm not gonna lie. I'm making pancakes right now for the one. But yes, he has. But this is his. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for calling me out about that, by the way. um, again, thanks to Lan and her mods for popping in. Mods that are I will remove the mods from before, other than the ones that are still cool being modded. Quick, let's get the elephant out of the room. So I'm not gonna, like I said, I don't want to go. I do not want to go back and forth. I'm not doing it. When I said this was gonna be drama free, it's gonna be drama free. That's how it's gonna be. So I'm not doing the back and forth. Okay. So what I have thought a lot about in the past couple of days is people that now hate me that didn't before. You don't hate me. You don't know me, right? So um, that's all there is to it. We don't really know people on here, and I have not had a chance to get to know people. Um, and you know what? That is not Natasha's fault. That is my fault. I'm a grown adult, and I chose to go the direction I went the last 2 years. my hands have not been clean. I've done a lot of shady things. I've said a lot of really bad things about people. I dragged Lana for a total of 6 months, and I know people, I keep bringing that up because I think you guys have to understand that she's checked on me almost every day. Okay. So you can say what you want about her, but she does care. Okay. And that's my point. And in this chat, everyone's going to be allowed. There's not going to be fighting. There is not going to be, well, that's from this community. They're from this community. We're not really going to have any communities. I've been going to other communities the past couple of days or whatever. I don't even know why we call them communities. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I'm at on that is I don't plan to go back and forth, and I don't want fighting and yelling. And if I yell, it's going to be at my children, which is very possible. But I think we can do some true crime. You know, I'm not a true crime aficionado. Is that a word? Yeah, it's a word. But, you know, I think we can have good discussions about everything. As far as me being in Brittany's chat last night, I was in Brittany's chat. What I meant by the apologies that I needed to make to the community is I wanted to apologize as a whole for my behavior in any way I've contributed to the hate in the last 2 years of me being on here. That's what I meant. Was I've hurt a lot of people, right? I've hurt a lot of people, and I need to take accountability for my part in doing it. And that's what I'm doing. Okay. This really isn't just about YouTube. It's me trying to be a better person as a whole across the board. All right. Between my own life personally, my life on YouTube, in every way. Like, we should be working on ourselves all the time. And so that's kind of where I'm at on that. And so my apologies is to everyone. Hey, Sofa King. We are living it. Yes. Is across the board to everybody that I might have hurt, or a lot for my part in some of this drama and inciting hate across the board. Was I in Brittany J's chat? I absolutely was for about 5 minutes because I went to bed. But I'm going to be in a lot of chats. Brittany J was hurting, and hey, no problem, Tammy, water's under the bridge. Man, I have so many sayings I don't even know if they're right. I was in Brittany J's chat. She was hurting, and I heard it in her voice. And if somebody's hurting like that from one mom to another, you better absolutely bet that I am going to make sure they're okay. And she wasn't last night. And what's happening on YouTube is really wrong. It's very sad, and it needs to stop. Okay, we are going for the jugulars here with people, and it's just not right. I like a lot of creators. I like Dorothy. Brittany is not good to listen to. I'm gonna be everywhere. Okay, so I'm not gonna hide. It is not about hurting anyone. All right. It's about that I have made a stance that I want to get to know people for who they are. And that's just what I'm going to do. It's not about anything else, growing my channel or whatever. I'm sad for the people that turn so quickly, but you know what? At the end of the day, I know who I am, and that's all that matters. And that's why I'm not going to do back and forth. I love Natasha still. I wish her the best of luck. I love the mods. I wish them the best of luck. But yeah, exactly, Boston. Look, we're moms, and it's horrible. And what happened to Lana is horrible, and her son. What happened to my daughter from, whoever knows, probably not even anybody on here, but some creepy guy is awful. Like, this world is messed up enough, and we're eating each other alive. Cassie, right? Like, I keep calling them like hater channels. Like, what's a hater channel? Like, do we know these people to hate them? We're hating each other for what? Thanks, Gizmo. We're hating. Yeah, and I'm sorry, Truth and Transparent. I'm going off a little bit here, but because I just want people to know that I'm not trying to hurt anybody. All right? I know Mrs. P, right? But just like I don't want to be hate attacked, and I would feel like oh man, you know, I can't believe they mentioned me. Did you see what they said about me in chat? Well, make no mistake, I contributed to it. Okay, can we talk about my 6 month obsession with Lana? um and I'm not going to contribute anymore. I am just kind of a big goofball with ADHD that has a hard time sitting still and has a crazy life that likes to do funny videos. Yes, truth and transparency. We still got to do the double Beebs night. Except your hair color still. I single white female over Lana's hair. I'm sorry. You cannot tell me that her hair color isn't amazing. It's amazing. But so that's just my speech. Tasha, I love you, and I am sorry if I hurt you. I'm sorry for any text messages people saw that might have hurt them. I am just going to be a better person myself personally right now in my life across the board. My kids might bust in. I'm trying to keep my daughter. She wants to be on this. Unfortunately, right now I've seen so much hate that, you know, I talked to a friend of mine yesterday and we were just like, you know, you got to protect her from that. She does, Lon. She does. You want to see another turkey video? Whew. Last night was tacos. It was interesting, but anyways, so a couple things people asked about, like, I haven't even looked at my memberships. I should be getting my community tab soon. I don't know how that works really, but hopefully soon. I'm not too worried about like the super chats and stuff. I listed my Venmo and PayPal, but I'm really not, like, it's not about really money on this. For me, it's just kind of fun. Sometimes you guys might have to keep me on track, but I know, yeah. So Mrs. P, my best advice to you is here. I know you feel like you're being attacked. That is fair, right? We are all. So my counselor always says, all your feelings are okay, but it's not okay to hurt people with your feelings. All right. I know it's pretty deep, but think about it. The best thing I can recommend to you, Mrs. P, and I've been hurtful to you as well, is to just not strike back anymore. I know it's so easy to want to defend yourself, but from a young age, my parents always told me that, like, just keep taking the high road. There's gonna be a lot of people that don't like you. Just keep taking the high road. Just keep taking the high road, and eventually, it works. So I really, really think so. Mrs. P, if you can remember anything, remember that saying. All your feelings are okay, but it's not okay to hurt people with your feelings. So I am quite knowledgeable. So that's all I really wanted to say about that. Yes, try your best to move forward. Manifest great. Oh, I love that. Manifest greatness. That's, you know, really all we can do is just try to be better us. And so Mrs. P, I encourage, like, no more hateful community posts. I know it's so hard, but it's so much better. I know it's just so much better at the end. If I missed any highs, I'm sorry. Yeah, the YouTube drama, it got me to the point where, and this is my doing. Again, I need everybody to realize that Natasha didn't force me by gunpoint to stay. You know, like, I made that choice as a grown adult. Mrs. Portland, we all want apologies, though, for things that we're not going to get in this life sometimes. And it stinks. It really does. But I'm sure there's somebody out there right now that's going, I want an apology for Mrs. Portland. In fact, I know there is. I want an apology for Mrs. Portland. Okay? Listen, hurt people, and there's going to be people you're not going to get an apology from. And the more that you wait for that apology, hey, honey, shh, Lige, shh. The more that you wait for that apology, Boston, I love Boston. Go Red Sox. Boston, you better make sure you get her a Red Sox hat. Anyways, the more we wait for apologies, the more bitter it makes our own hearts. So my recommendation, you want an apology from me? You know what, Mrs. Portland? Okay, for any way that I've hurt you, I apologize. If I've hurt you in some way or said something on a community post, I apologize. And I hope we can move forward. So, okay. But I really mean it. Like, I want people from Natasha's channel that still like me to be able to come in here and no one attacks. We're not hate bonding, okay? I know Lana has showed receipts and things like that, but I have always admired her mods for staying out of the drama and stuff. They really do. So, you're welcome, Mrs. Portland. You're welcome, Mrs. Portland. I will say that people have reached out to me to check on me that I never thought would, you know, and been like, hey, it's cool. And they haven't required anything. Jax, actually, yes, you would. Is Jax kind of like crazy? Because Elijah is 9. He'll be 10 in June, and he's crazy. I'm not a. I'm sorry you feel that way, NC is queen. I'm sorry that you feel that I'm a traitor, but we're not going to support anybody. Or no, oh my goodness, yeah, we're not going to support anybody. I appreciated the time I got to know you, NC is queen, and I hope that you can move forward and get to know me a little bit better as a person. That's all I got to say. Elijah. Oh, him and Jax would get along well. So, quick question, you guys. So, Mrs. P, yes, you are welcome here. Yeah, there's no traitors, guys. This is YouTube. This is YouTube. Exactly. Yes, moving on, D Dottie. Okay, thank you. Done with that part. Yes, we're all sorry for the pain and suffering we've caused each other. Did you guys hear did you guys hear? No, let's seriously. I want to talk about this more later. I don't like to do it while the kids are up, but did you guys hear about that Lily Peters case? It has really just rocked. Like, I think it's just the most terrible case I've heard. And shout out to Alex Erickson. I really think she does a nice job of Doritos shell tacos. There's a Doritos shell tacos. Are you kidding me right now? My kids would be really. You mean I would have to make walking tacos like it's a Dorito shell? Holy cow. My life just changed. Oh, no, Tia. Oh, I thought you meant it was like a Dorito shell. Because somebody invent that. Lana, write that down. Okay. I'm always in the kitchen. Oh, I'm the kitchen lady. Hey, you know what? MRB has a cool setup in a beautiful kitchen. More power to her. Okay. Woo. All right. Focus, Parker, focus. All right. But so the Lily Peters case is awful. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. He's busy. There's a 14-year-old girl that was murdered, actually. And no, not you, focus, Lana, me, focus. But by her, I believe it was now coming out. It's her 10-year-old cousin. I have to look into that more. But hey, I'm live, guys. I'm live. Yes, he stayed home. I'll tell you why later. So, anyways, I'm live. 1 second. I apologize. No, son, I am live, so you are on YouTube. So. What's up, guys? No, okay. I need you to hustle out of here for just 1 second. I don't want you on the screen. Go play basketball. I love you. I want to say hi to him. Okay, quickly say hi. Nehemiah. Okay. Anyways, so yes, it is a horrible case. It's a 10-year-old girl, excuse me, from my understanding, killed by a 14-year-old. And from what I read, I've got to double check on it. It might have been her cousin. They haven't exactly said the I don't think they've said the actual like age of the person yet. So what I want to do is take it in a little bit of a different direction. I don't necessarily like, I want to, you know, sorry, I'm really weird about talking about the gory when they can't hear me now, but in case they walk in. Oh, thanks, Lana. What I want to do is I want to, oh, D Dottie, it is, go ahead and check it out. Just start Googling a little bit. Lily Peters is her name. And I'd love for you guys to be able to bring in your own thoughts and whatnot on the case as well. I will say it is really hard. I don't typically look into kid cases just because it is so hard, but it was definitely, thanks, rock and roll. It is definitely a, ugh, given that I have an almost 10-year-old son, it is, and a 14-year-old son, it rocked my world. Oh, they did release his name, Carson Peters Berger. Now, Queen Bee, can you from, I believe it was Wisconsin, Boston, which is also interesting. Lana, I want, where would he go in Wisconsin? Because it said he's in adult. Would he go to where Chris is that and I'm legitimately asking this not to talk about Watts, but is Chris in the biggest prison in Wisconsin? That would be really interesting to know. I'm almost positive it's Wisconsin. You should dress up with me. Oh my gosh, yes, please, truth and transparency. Please. How long ago was this, Vicky? Not long ago. Alex Arison has some good info on it. Again, I know I keep promoting her, but I have really come to like how she does do some cases that you don't hear as much about. I know everybody's doing the Johnny Depp, and that's a great topic. It's not one I'm familiar with. It's all over the news right now, Vicky. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and look into it a little bit. And am I going to be the best true crime channel out there? No, I'm not really. Like I said, I'm not really looking to do true crime per se. I'm looking at kind of do a little bit of everything. But what I want to do, this Lily Peters case. How do you say that? Waupun. Yeah, D Dottie. It would be really cool to look into that, but so many people are covering it right now, and that's cool. I'd have to get up to date on it. But anyways, what I would like to do with the Lily Peters a little bit is I think that that's right, Lana. I'm a big hoodie fan as well. I would like to look at the whys, in this situation. I know that some people, right, probably are born that way. We can assume obviously there's things that people are born that way. But what I would like to do is kind of dissect, maybe what makes people do, what made this kid at 14? What do we know about him? What do we know about his background? What I've grown to learn in 39 years is that so much of what happens when we're children, or from the moment we were born. Thanks, truth and transparency. From the moment, hey Sarah, from the moment we are born, it affects who we are. And if we choose to deal with those things in the right way, we can overcome it. But if we don't, things happen. Yeah, Vicky, that one. So I would like to look at kind of what makes this kid tick. I mean, 14 is, man, it's just, Lana, if you have any way to see, if I'm going to look into it too, but I would really just like to know if he is going to the prison that Chris is at. But bye, Lon. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, taking a break from the Depp trial. So I think that did this kid have trauma of some sort that has made him into that, or was he born a certain way? I've been studying the brain. I got to tell you a Parker fun fact, okay? Maybe I've already told you this. I'm gonna tell you it again. I wanted to be a neurosurgeon really bad, but I think the brain is fascinating. But I got married and stuff, and at the end of the day, I wouldn't have wanted to go through all that schooling. But for fun, I like to study the brain. And so I actually know quite a bit about the brain. I spend a lot of time studying it. I have notebooks after notebooks. I've recently been studying the vagus nerve a lot. And I would like to find a neurologist or a neurosurgeon at some point, like a criminal one that could almost talk. Hey, Amber, I'm going to mod you, Amber, if I haven't already, if that's okay. I would like to have them, bring them on if I can find one, to talk kind of about what goes on in the brain of people that might do something like this, like a 14-year-old, because if we look at it, his brain hasn't even, oh, good, Amber, his brain hasn't even fully formed yet, right? So what could be wrong there? You do think it was learned behaviors from other? Maybe I could be a neuro P. Sarah, you know what? I'm actually so I am starting school again, believe it or not. So some things happen. I'm starting school again. So I'm excited about that. But I just want to go in a different direction with the true crime, right? Like, I don't want to just, when we do talk about true crime, I don't want to just be like, well, here's the details, because I'm not that great at it as far as that goes. But I am great at dissecting things as far as what makes you tick in your brain and stuff like that. And I think that's important. And we can even look at Chris Watts and stuff. And I was very hateful towards his parents for a long time. And well, his parents had reasons that they acted the way they did because they were raised by their parents, so there's ways, there's generational, that we carry certain things on, and they were victims and they're still victims because I can't imagine. So I'm trying to be more compassionate and trying to understand. Yes, Sarah, it is so much. Yes, you're right. It is a lot less schooling. Yes, study Ted Bundy's brain, anything like that. I just would like to know what makes these people tick, what happened to them that made their way, made them who they are. And the 14-year-old, yeah, I would like to know, is it learned behavior? What did he experience? Was there a trauma so significant in his life that to be killed in the way that she was killed, strangled, and okay, they're gone, after death, to be assaulted is well, quite sadistic. So obviously is so what brought him there, so I'm not sure if you guys are all interested in something like that, but I really think that is kind of what I want to do over the next couple days, at least, is to take a deep dive into the background of this case. Obviously some details. Oh, yes, nurture versus nature. Like, I've been reading about, like, just as I really study the vagus nerve lately, not to go off too much, but it is insane how our bodies react to certain things. And we do things that we don't even know we're capable of because of certain ways. Like, our body can completely, we can, dissociate, we can shut down all of that stuff. Our brain keeps us protected, or it wants to keep us protected, so I really would like to do that, and I hope you guys will join me on that discussion. Everyone is welcome. Nehemiah, can I show them your new shoes, guys? These are the new authenticated, I won't show your face, just your, okay, the new authenticated Lamellos. You just LaMelo bells. Hold on. Ready? LaMelo bell is LaMelo ball. Ready? These are the, put your foot up here, son. Why do I have to? Those are the authenticated $275 shoes that I did not buy. His grandmother bought because he batted his eyelashes. But they had to be sent away to be authenticated before they could be delivered. I don't even think my wedding ring was authenticated. But anyways, it's amazing. I don't know it yet. Thanks, Lana. I'm proud to call you a friend too. And I'll be in touch here after I get the kids crazy settled. And have a great day. Yeah, right. It is pretty wild nowadays. But my mom actually had to bid on those to get them, because there are some that are going to, like, as far as like 875 or something on, and they're the ugliest shoes ever. But hey, whatever. I know. Meanwhile, I wait to buy shoes on. What are you doing, son? Oh, pancakes. I forgot about this. Is I'm getting them. 1 second. Yeah, it's funny, because your parents, like, there was a $50 shoes was like, all right, you get them once a year at school time. Now that my parents are grandparents, it's a whole different ball game. And I think a lot of it is because StockX Boston. Yes, that's exactly where I got them. Yep. Um, yeah, I think you're more established in your life. So I know, D Dottie. Oh my goodness. This is why I made that video. Like, I appreciate you, and I'll connect with you later. Anyways, guys, I don't want to take up much of your day, but I did want to tell you that we are going to take that deeper dive into the case, and also my message to you, as well as telling you, I know some are sub to me in hopes to go back and forth, but I'm not going to do that, because I just, somebody has to stop that back and forth in this community. And so on my part, I'm stopping it for me, for my channel. All right. So if you guys can do some research too on this case, and I plan on doing it tomorrow. I know afternoon is tough because a lot of people have said, well, nights are better for me to do live, but I also don't like to run into other creators' lives. If I can, try to be respectful, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Thanks, Kels Bells. I'm just me. I have a crazy personality. I am really crazy. I think part of that's why I liked Lana so much at the beginning is that or she was easy for me to do, is because I am exactly Boston. In some ways, her and I are pretty similar, I think. So we're just kind of who we are. Thanks, Irish Crime. Yes, and I'm not going to Smelly Glove. Dorothy, Kelly, all of those. I support every creator's right to have a channel, and I guess I wouldn't even call myself a creator. I would just call myself me. So my hope is that we can break the barrier down in this community a little bit, and you'll see me in a lot of different chats, and I assure you it's not to make anybody hurt. That's not my goal. So let's look at that case, guys. Let's dive into it when my children aren't home and whatnot, and I look forward to doing that. And my email is on the about page, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And again, I appreciate, the other Lana, her mods. Thank you guys so much for popping in. Thanks, Deborah. Definitely check out a little bit of Alex Arison's post. She posted an article yesterday about this. And when I get mods tomorrow and stuff, creators, I am more than willing to let you drop your link in the chat, right? We all need each other to help each other build up. There's millions of people on YouTube just waiting to, hey, Rebellious, just waiting to be able to come to our community and whatnot. So you're all welcome to drop your links in chat. And when I have some more mods, I know I've got Amber, I've got a couple others waiting. One can't do it until after 5 and stuff. So I hope you guys, everyone listening that might not be chatting, will give me a fresh start, and I'll give you a fresh start, and we will all kind of learn and grow with each other. I appreciate everybody that's been connecting with me to make sure. Bye, Blue Eyes. I'm doing all right. I really am. And thanks for everybody that's reached out with support. And Tasha, I do love you, and I wish you the best of luck. And I think that we are all Rebellious Rose. I'll leave it up. You can go back. We are all headed in a positive direction. And I would encourage you to give, Brittany J some love as far as having kind of a rough day yesterday. And no, I haven't even talked to her. So please don't run the fact that I'm teaming up with her. I have not even spoken to her ever. But yes, check out the article that I think Alex still has posted up there. and it's a really good one. And tomorrow we will talk more about this. I look forward to it, guys. Thank you for dealing with my crazy household and my in-between kitchen. And I better go make pancakes now. All right, guys. Love ya. See ya. Bye. Say bye.
Bye bye.